core refers to a group of muscles in our center that helps to control our movement and improve our movement efficiency so that we can move in a way that will help us to optimize our performance and decrease our risk for injury. And so this is super duper important for volleyball players, and in particular the growing female athletes. So by using our breath with our movement in a very specific way, we can start to work on improving our core function and strengthening our core. And this is gonna look different and feel different depending on the athlete. And so I'm gonna give you a very general overview of how you can start to incorporate this core breathing into your exercises and into the handout if you downloaded the handout. But if you're looking for more specific guidance and more specific support on how this applies to you in particular, or if you're a coach to your team and your athletes, I would invite you to reach out and we can chat a little bit more about that. So again, this is a very brief overview, general summary. So in order to use our core properly, there are a couple of different things that you're gonna think of. So the first is that you wanna make sure that you're standing so that your weight is centered across your feet. And then you want your rib cage to be sitting over top of your pelvis. So not like this and not like this, okay? So rib cage over pelvis, weight is centered on my feet. Then we're gonna get into the breathing. And so with the breathing, what should happen is as you breathe in, you should feel your lower ribs and your tummy lengthen as they fill with air, okay? So you're breathing in, you're gonna feel that expansion. You should feel it side to side and front to back as you're breathing in. If you're having a hard time doing that, it's probably an adjustment that needs to be made with your posture, which again, reach out if you need some more individual recommendation. But in general, weight centered, ribs over pelvis, breathing in, and you're feeling that lengthening. And then as you breathe out, what you're gonna feel is a gentle tightening in your tummy. So if you have worked with me before, you will know that the pelvic floor is a group of muscles that is also a very important part of the core. And I'm not gonna go into the details of this, but I do wanna give some cueing for those of you who have worked with me before and do know how to access this piece of the core, just as a little bit of a reminder. So if you know how to access that part of your core, as you're doing your breath in, so you're doing your breath in, you'll feel your rib cage expand into like your lower bra strap, tummy lengthening, pelvic floor is going to lengthen and lower. As you breathe out, you're feeling that gentle closing and lifting of the pelvic floor and that gentle tensioning in your tummy. When we're putting this into exercise, if you're doing a continuous exercise, so something like jogging or skipping, something where there's no breaks in terms of repetition, you're just going to be focusing on doing your breathing this way. So finding a position where it feels easy to breathe this way, and you're just going to be focusing on that inhale, lengthen, exhale, gentle tension, okay? And then if you're doing a movement or an exercise that involves repetition, the way you're going to do that is you're going to set up, find a spot where it feels easy to do your inhale, you'll breathe in, and then you'll start to breathe out, feel your core, and you're going to continue to breathe out as you do whatever the movement is. So for example, if I'm doing my external rotator warm-up, I will find my position where my rib cage lives over top of my pelvis. I'm gonna do my breath in, feel everything expand, gentle exhale, I'll feel that gentle tension, and I'll continue breathing out as I do the movement. With these, there are instructions for each of your exercises to cue you on when you should be breathing with the exercise. There are also links to videos for each of these exercises that just kind of, again, prompt you on when to be breathing, because this is very important in terms of getting the most benefit out of these exercises. So again, if you have any questions or you need some more individualized support or guidance for yourself, your daughter, or your team, please feel free to reach out.